Today I want to talk about imaging. And I know your first thought's going to be to turn off this video because Nikolai is going to be going grid lines on, grid lines off for like 10 minutes. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I don't want to talk about specific settings in imaging. Whew, I'm out of breath again. So I don't want to talk about any specific settings in imaging, but I want to talk more about general philosophy. How do we decide how documents should be imaged and what needs to be preserved on an image of a document? So whenever we image documents, there are always two sides to it. There's one side of people who says we need to image the document as it was meant to be presented by an end user, so the final version of a document. And then we have other people who say, no, we need to unhide all the hidden text, we need to show all the track changes, show any kind of hidden stuff, expand everything, and show everything in the image. And so today I want to talk about the differences between two sides of this and sort of ask you a question. Where do you stand? Do you think just the final version of a document should be imaged, or should we extract as much as possible and image that? So let's talk about that. So I think idea of getting all the hidden information and put it on the image comes from an old days where we used to image for review. Right? Whenever reviewers, they would look at either image or maybe even printed version of a document. Well, that's when they wanted to see everything. They wanted to see what was hidden, what kind of track changes are available, and so on. So that's probably where that thinking comes in, why we should expand all the hidden content and display it on the image. And so I'm not really sure what practical use it has to knowing what else was in the document if it's not a final version of the document. Somebody could have copy and pasted something from somewhere else, some kind of reference, but they didn't actually use it in a document. So I don't see how saying like, well, this wasn't a document, it wasn't in the final version, how that could be used for anything. Now, the only time it's really useful is if you got somebody's like Word document and you're trying to figure out who else received same letter. So maybe there is a history of different two names, so you know that this company sent a letter to this person and maybe 3 other people, and by looking at the track changes or something like that, you can figure that out. But again, I'm not really sure what value there is to that. Now, on the other hand, whenever you image a final version of a document, you're sharing, well, a final version, right? It's what the user meant to share with the world or with the other person. This was their intention of the text that they want someone else to see. So that's really what you should hold him accountable to. This is what they said, not something that was hidden. Like me as a programmer, I could think of it like I have code that I write, and then sometimes I comment things out. And if there is a piece of code that's commented out, it has no contribution to overall application, and it really isn't part of the application, even though their pieces of code could be all over. Maybe I copy and pasted something from a website that I found, and I use that as a sort of an inspiration, or I modified it to my needs. But just because I commented it out doesn't mean it's really part of my application. It's just sort of hidden there. Same thing with certain hidden content in the document. It's not really meant to be presented to an end user, so it really isn't part of the document. So I would say this is where I want to end it and ask you guys, what kind of approach do you take? Do you try to image it, the final version of the document, so that whenever you produce it, people who receive it see what the user actually wanted to share? Or do you try to get as much information possible and put it on an image? Let me know in the comment section below any other ideas, suggestions, tips for future videos, and so on, and I will see you next time. So we're not really sure where we're walking on this trail, but we found some horses. It's probably somebody's private property, but we'll just we'll take a peek at what's going on here. Yeah, you can go horseback riding.
I count 9 horses.
It's a woodpecker. We found a woodpecker. Woodpecker pack. It's not pecking. Come on. Come on, woodpecker.
No, right there. Okay. If we get closer.
Ah. I think we found the hawk that's injured. I don't think it can, I don't know, is it trying to fly? I can't really tell.
Trying to.
He landed. I saw him land.
Oh, he landed? Okay, so maybe he's not injured. Well, I don't know
He
what,
had trouble folding his wings.
he had trouble folding his wings?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see, maybe he'll fly away. Maybe he found something to eat there. Maybe he caught something.
I don't think they normally sit on the ground.
I know. There.
Oh no, he is injured.
Yeah.
It's an injured hawk.
Oh no.
Oh, he's got something. He caught something. That's what he's got.
Wow.
He had some kind of,
I saw it.
yes, he had something in his paw, some kind of mouse or chipmunk or something like that.